Hey guys, this is my camera bag. Oh, I love it. This is gonna be a vlog entry about my bag. What is in my bag? What is my bag? This is the In-Case Digital SLR Pro Pack. It is fantastic. It's got some pouches on the outside. It's got your standard straps, standard kind of pad on the back, other straps here on the side to hold a tripod, something like this. Let's flip it over here though and start on the outside. Normally, I don't carry anything in this outside pouch, right? It's a big pouch and I normally don't put anything in there. There's also another outside pouch on the side here that I don't use right here, but this zipper pouch I do use. I actually keep extra batteries in there. And what I recommend doing is putting those batteries, which I didn't do for this video, but put them in a Ziploc bag inside of the pouch. People traveling, TSA and other authorities will appreciate that decision. The other outside pouch that I do use is right here. On the top of this bag, this is like a quick grab pouch. What I keep in here are my headphones, some Velcro, some gaffer's tape, remote control, infrared remote, my little quarter-20 Allen, extra SD cards, because this is the stuff that I quickly need that I don't want to have to dig through my backpack to find. Let's close that up. Sometimes I'll also keep an extra camera battery in there. If you open up this zipper pouch, we fold it back. That might be the best way to kind of show you what this looks like. There's a few different layers of pouches in this compartment here, and it is fantastic. Got this little like elastic pouch here. Keep some business cards in there. Keep whatever you want in there. It's about the size of like a business card, maybe a little wider. Got this bigger, thin pouch. Something like your passport could fit in there pretty easily. Some extra notebooks. Got some pen slots, pencils. Here's another like notebook slot. This bigger pouch in the back here is absolutely for a laptop. And when I'm traveling, I edit with and use this MacBook Air. How am I keeping this hard drive on it? I actually have it Velcroed to it. It's a Thunderbolt hard drive, and I just find that this laptop is so thin that Velcroing an external hard drive to it is actually really useful. Fits in there really well. You can fit like a bigger laptop in here. This is a very small laptop that I travel with. 10-inch, I think, MacBook Air. You can fit like I think a 15-inch MacBook Pro would fit in here. If you dig even deeper though, you'll discover other items like the brick for the computer, some cables for the hard drive, some extra Velcro. And you've probably seen so much Velcro at this point in the video, even though we're only like a few minutes in, that you're wondering what the crap am I talking about with Velcro. Buy these little circular pouches of Velcro at like Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, and they will save your life. They're just little Velcro straps. Strap cables to each other, I don't know, strap something closed that came ripped open. This has been a lifesaver, so I usually make sure I have something like that on me. This is actually an extra insert from the inside of the backpack we're gonna check out a little bit later. If we keep digging, you're gonna find more cables, because this pouch is just easy to access my cables. A lot of times I will wrap them loosely within themselves so that they don't get tangled up with each other so much, and I have pretty good success with that. Some accessories for maybe a GoPro. Here's a card reader, and finally a USB 3 cable. And that's it. That's it. Keep it simple. And I love this pouch because since it can extend, tip it sideways just so you can kind of see. With the stuff I have in there now, it's a pretty flat profile. It can extend, you know, I don't know, a couple inches. You could easily fit like a bottled water in there if you had to, or even in this outside, that's where I'll put like a drink if I need to, if it's a long day. This outside area is where, you know, I keep that kind of stuff. We talked about how the tripod can attach to these straps. Let me show you how I do that myself. The way that I actually use these side straps with a tripod is I will actually extend one leg just out, just a hair, right? Just a little bit. I'll take the top strap, put those legs through that. Not this third leg, but put 2 legs through one strap. Let it go through. And then push the third leg back down. Keep letting it go. And now this tripod is securely attached to this backpack. It's awesome. The legs can't swing out, and it's super easy to get in and out. This is the MePhoto Globetrotter. It's a great do-it-all, I think, tripod. It is a fantastic tripod. The quick, like, screw type release levers to extend the legs is fantastic. It's just a nice low profile tripod, which is great for traveling. So we'll just extend this leg just a little bit and then slide the tripod out and we're good to go. Up here on the top of the backpack, you've got this handle here, which is kind of a standard thick backpack handle, so you can grab it and hold your bag from the top, and that's great. But what you also have is access to the inside goods. You can grab your camera just with one top zipper access pouch right here. This is really useful for like on the go traveling, fast access, and from the top it's still pretty secure. It's something that like nobody could do if you were wearing the backpack without you knowing it. So that's one of the main reasons I love this backpack so much. Okay, let's flip it over and show you the goodies. Let me flip these shoulder straps out of the way. And this is the only way, besides that top pouch that I just showed you, that top zipper door, to access the inner goods of the backpack. It's a very secure, discreet, professional camera backpack. And that's one of the reasons I love it so much. We unzip this door, and it actually just swings open. And this is what my gear just generally looks like when I'm out on a photo shoot, a professional photo shoot. 2 camera bodies with me usually, and a trinity of glass. This is a D750 with a battery grip, I want to add, that fits in here quite nicely. Now a lot of times if it's a long day of hiking and whatnot, I won't actually have the battery grip attached to it. Instead, I would take the battery grip off and rotate the camera and just have it sit in there a little bit lower profile on my back. And that's just because when the battery grip's attached to it, I rotate it so that it fits in there the way that it does. But when I do that, this grip seems to push on my back just a little bit, and I don't like that. But I do have 2 camera bodies with me all the time. As a photographer, redundancy is like huge. Nikon D750 and a Nikon D500. Now this isn't the D500. I'm filming with the D500, but this is my old first camera, so I thought I'd throw it in here just as a placeholder. The D500 is a little wider, but it fits in this slot real nice. Nikon 70-200 f2.8, Nikon 24-70 f2.8e, and then a Tokina 16-28 f2.8. Yeah, that's my lens. This is my camera strap. I really care about camera straps. This is the Peak Design. I believe it's the SL. Man, they don't actually make it anymore that I could find. They've upgraded, right? They've made newer ones. I absolutely recommend Peak Design as a photographic, videography, digital SLR, mirrorless accessories company. I have bought just a few things from them and they just all work beautifully. This is some cleaning gear. This is a little blower. It's kind of a big deal, especially when you're, shooting around the beaches or sandy experiences. Sand is like your #1 enemy. It's not even water these days. I usually keep some sort of a cloth with me. I don't like to rub hard on my camera gear with any kind of cloths, no matter what they're made out of, microfiber or whatever, but a cloth can help clean up some exterior issues. Definitely an extra battery and charging pack with me. Here's another roll of that Velcro. Let me give you an example of what this Velcro could do. Let's say that I was worried about one of my lenses popping out or shuffling around in this gridded pocket system, well, I could just take a piece of Velcro and put like a strap over that section, and now that lens is not going to come out of there until I take this strap off. It's kind of funny how I feel like I need to sell this Velcro idea to you guys. Trust Velcro. Put all your money in stock in Velcro. This is kind of an accessory pouch. It's also an audio pouch. I try to take a GoPro with me. This is a Hero 5, and I love these GoPros. The Hero 5 was the first to come out with this new body style. I usually keep it in one of these rigs. Right now I've got an attachment to be able to put it on a hot shoe, which I absolutely recommend. It's great for just behind the scenes, or I don't know, B-roll, second A-roll. But these new GoPros are fantastic. I know that they cost a lot of money, but I absolutely recommend them over the old ones. For one thing, they are water resistant as is. You do not need like a, case just to take them out in the water. They're just ready to go. Another thing that's great is they come with built-in screens. They're touch screens, and access to like all the features and stuff is nicely laid out, and it's pretty simple once you get the hang of things. By far though, my favorite feature about this camera, this GoPro Hero 5, is the fact that I can just hit record, the record button on the top, to turn the camera on, start recording a clip, and that's it. I don't have to hold the power button on the side. I don't have to hold that, cycle through my settings or whatever. If all I do is hit record, the camera will turn on and start recording with the latest video settings that I was using or that I have set up. And if I hit record again, it simply stops the recording and turns off. It's amazing, especially for somebody like my wife, who I want to help me get more footage just on like trips and random experiences. I can just give her this and she doesn't have to fiddle with it. She's like, oh, I'm ready to take a shot. Hits record, goes at it. Oh, I'm done. Hits record, it turns off. She's good to go. Doesn't waste the battery. They charge with USB-C, which is fantastic. These little compartment doors come off. If you ever have like a cage and you need like, your GoPro to last a long time, plug it in, boom, and you're good to go. It's just a great rig, and I'm really proud of GoPro for the latest Heroes that they've come out with. They're fantastic. Let's move on. Under that is a couple of microphones, and that's just because of redundancy. So these are definitely cheap microphones, but they work really, really well. This is a Zoom H1 handy recorder. It's just incredible. You can record in high quality WAV format. This is a very cheap Audio-Technica lapel mic. It's wired, it's like 25 feet long. And the reason, again, is the redundancy, but the quality of a lapel is, in my experience, far superior than like a built-in mic, usually just because of that idea of getting the microphone as close as you can to your subject. That's why lapels seem to work really well, even cheap ones. So I'll plug that into a camera if I have to, even using the cheap, crappy preamps inside of the digital SLRs. Using something like a lapel can really up the value of the audio. This is a cable that I use to plug my mic in, my off-camera mic, to the camera. Stretchy, simple, no big deal. It's really simple. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. There's just a couple of pockets on this door that I rarely use. This is where my back goes, right? So I don't want to put anything in here, neither do I want to have anything extruding so much out of this area that it is pushing on my back, right? So I try to keep everything relatively flat inside. Inside of these pouches, I keep almost nothing. Like inside of this one, I have I think it's a small microfiber cloth. This top Velcro pouch is completely empty. This bottom zipper pouch has a second Allen because, well, you guys know why. These are so easy to lose. Guys, that is it. This is my backpack. This is usually what I rock around. Nobody knows that I'm a photographer when I walk around with this backpack. It's not huge. It carries all the gear that I want, redundancy, beautiful lenses, and plenty of room for more stuff in this external pouch. Let me give you one more example of just that idea. Let's say that I knew I wanted to use an external flash for a photo shoot. This is like a pouch that I keep a lot of my flash stuff in. You know, it has like a wizard to talk to the flash, it has the flash itself, it has a Bones mount in here, it has a softbox in here. This is like a 24 or 28 inch softbox. So this is like its own little bag, but if I really wanted to, I could put this inside of this external pouch here. And still be good to go, you know? And it's great, like there's plenty of, my accessories are down here, you know, that have like the cables and whatnot. Now I've got that flash in here. I could put a light stand on the side if I wanted to. There's just lots of options. And this backpack, I think it costs like $100, $150. It's incredible the value you get with this backpack. So I'd like to talk more about it later, maybe in another video, but that's all I have for you today. Let me know what your backpacks are. I love this kind of conversation. I hope that it helps you to see somebody else's gear. This is what works for me. I've tried some other backpacks before. I've got Pelicans, I've got f-stop, and I've got some Crumpler, and I love those things, but this is my go-to. This is just so easy to pack up and be discreet about it. It's great for travel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.